Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Yes, hello, good afternoon po sa lahat ng ating mga viewers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Welcome po ulit sa ating DepEd online tutorial, ang ETUlay. And of course, it's Math Talino Day Friday kasama ang inyong mga math terrific tutors na si Tutor of Hill from SDO Bataan.
And syempre, I am Tutor King from SDO Tarlac Province.
Ayun, so dahil nga po kasama nyo kami ngayon para sa math 10 natin at welcome tayo sa quarter 2 week 2 na mga grade 10 learners, diba? So excited na ba tayo para matuto ngayong araw na to? Pero bago ang lahat, wag po natin kalimutan na i-like at i-share ang ating Facebook pages, ang DepEd Edtech Unit, DepEd Philippines, DepEd Tayo, para siguradong mas marami pa tayong mga grade 10 learners na makakasama this afternoon. At wag din pong kalimutan mag-subscribe sa ating official YouTube channel, ang DepEd TV Official, ang Educational Technology Unit, at DepEd Philippines. Yes. So, sabi ko nga kanina, Tutor King, bumati muna tayo habang nag-share pa sila ng ating mga live streaming dito sa ating DepEd EdTech Unit. So, una ka na bumati, Tutor King.
Ayan, ang early bird natin, si Kiana Templonevo, 10 Amethyst from Antipolo National High School, Camarines Sur. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon din, Rainiel Manabat Devela. Talagang napaka-supportive talaga ng mga estudyanteng ito from Macabebe High School. Meron din, andito rin si Angeline E. De Fiesta, 10 Bronze from Ramon National High School.
Ayan. So, mamaya parami yung mga kasama natin mga grade 10 learners. Tutor King, Tutor Rowell tuloy. Wala si Tutor Rowell ngayong hapon na to dahil meron lang siyang mahalagang ginagawa. Pero by next week ay sigurado makakasama na natin siya, Tutor King. So again, we are on our Mathematics 10 Quarter 2 Week 2 at ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa solving problems involving polynomial functions with your trio tagapayo, with your math coaches, Tutor of Hill, Tutor Rowell, and Tutor King. So, ano nga ba ang ating objective? Pero bago yan, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating naging reference para sa module this afternoon, ang DepEd Cordillera Administrative Region para sa kanilang pagpapagamit o pagpapaalaw na gamitin natin ang kanilang module bilang reference para sa topic natin this afternoon. Ayan, so batiin din natin nabati na pala natin, si Angeline Di Fiesta from Ramon National High School. At sabi nga ni Riniel Manabat Tivera, wala siyang comment ba or may comment pa? Hindi ko lang mabasa. Ayan. Dahil meron pa naman tayong ayun, wala siyang comment. Lang siya. Baka nagtuldok lang siya dyan. Good afternoon din po, Maricel Flor. Yan, magandang hapon. Okay. So, Tutor King, ano ba ang ating objective this afternoon?
Ayan, ang objective natin.
Meron nga pala tayong
Math Lead
of the Week.
Yes.
Yan. So, sino ba ang ating Math Lead of the Week?
Ang Math Lead of the Week natin ay si Islamic A. Prades at ang kanyang math teacher si Jonel P. Gonzalez from Ocampo National High School, SDO, Camarines Sur. So, congratulations, Nagesh.
Congratulations. Oo. At dahil siya lamang ang nag-isang sumagot yata sa ating math challenge last week. So mga great and learners sa lahat ng mga kasama natin nanonood online, kung gusto nyo maging math lead of the week, huwag pong kalimutan na sagutan lagi ang ating math challenge of the week at gamitin ang hashtag na ipapakita natin mamaya. So papaliwanag natin mamaya kung paano magiging math lead of the week para sa ating quarter 2. At yan, batiin lang natin humabol dito yung mga students from Doña Magdalena Ishgafod High School, sila Alaika Navarro, si Maricel Flor, Kyra Coloma, yung aking tuta ay nagwawala rito, narinig ko ba yung tahol? Si Gerald Cultivo from Ocampo National High School din, Ryan Nina Tercero, si Christian Riconde from Eusebio High School. At yun ang ating mga kasama this afternoon. So sabi ko nga kanina, Tutor King, ano po ang ating objective this afternoon?
And ang objective natin this afternoon is to solve problems involving polynomial function. So, ayan.
So, dahil problem yung pag-uusapan natin, kakamot ulo muna ang ating mga great and learners. Pero huwag kayong mag-ala dahil nandito kami ni Tutor King para padaliin natin ang inyong mga problema. Kaya ba natin padaliin ang problema nila, Tutor King? Siyempre, di ba? Basta sa math. Ayan. Yeah. So, bago yan, kailangan muna natin magkaroon ng warm math exercise para masigurado nating talaga namang handang-handa na kayo sa maging discussion at activity natin mamaya. So, yan batiin din natin si Hanifa Esmail from Kuliat High School at ang kanyang teacher, si Ma'am S.V. Ventura, sila Roxanne Coronel at sila Christine Joy Lakdang. Magandang hapon. So, to start our math exercises, have our first review. Evaluate P of x is equal to 7x cubed plus 6x to the 4th power minus 8x to the 6th power plus 6x plus 11 at x is equal to 0. The choices are, is it letter A, 11, letter B, 8, letter C, 7, and letter D, 6. You have 5 seconds to answer this. At habang nagintay tayo ng sagot, Tutor King, batiin mo natin yung mga iba pang humabol sa atin.
Yes.
Sino ba sila?
Ayan. Batiin natin si Ria Nina Angela Tercero from Kuliat High School din. And syempre si Aljon Patagok. Ayan. Patagok, yes. Patagok. Si Jade Morial Opinga Maestre. Good afternoon din po. And then meron din si John Ray Valdez, Nash Brian Bigayan, and Robert Rick Canillas. Ayan. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So, Tutor Avil. Ano
bang sagot natin ngayon, Tutor King, no? So, ang ating sagot ay 11. So, yon. So, just to review, nakukuha natin yung evaluation of function just simply substituting the value of x to all the x's on the given function. So, for example, dito, lalagay mo lang yung 0 sa lahat ng x na nakikita natin sa given and perform indicated operation. So, most probably, makukuha mo na ngayon yung sagot and the answer is 11. So tama si Rainiel. Ganun din si Ryan Nina. Ayan. Marjan, magandang hapon, and Irene Rochalda, magandang hapon din. Okay, now let's have question number 2. Pakibasa nga, Tutor King.
Question number 2. What is f of 3 if f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x cubed plus 2x raised to the 4th power plus 1? So is it A, 91, B, 10, C, 30, or baka naman D, 3? Ayan. So magandang hapon din, John Rich Handayan from Kulyat High School.
At kay Kyra Jean Antonio Coloma. Ayan, wala siya nakalagay na school, pero sumagot na siya. Ayan, so may mga sagot na yung iba. Hindi ko lang sure kung dito pa to sa number 2 na to. Pero let us reveal the answer, Tutor King. The answer for number 2 question is
A. If your answer is A, 91, you got it right. Ayan, tama sila. Gerald Cultivo, Kyra Jane Antonio Coloma, and John Rich Handayan. Ayan.
sabi ni Ringel
Napakagaling.
Manabat Rivera daw, pwede rin synthetic division yung gamitin. That is correct, no? Kapag
Yes.
medyo nahihirapan tayo mag-substitute, pwede natin gamitin ng synthetic division. Yan. Now let's have question number 3. If f of x equal to x to the 4th power minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 2, then p of 2 is equal to letter A 2, letter B 8, letter C 14, or letter D 20. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Ayan. So let us check. Sila Kyra, ito yung mga sagot nila kanina, no? Sa mga tanong, may mga humabol na sagot sa
Humabol po.
question number 2. Okay, but for number 3, Tutor King, ano ba ang ating magiging sagot? The answer will be?
The answer will be letter B, 8. Ayan.
Okay, that's B8, no?
And good
Dahil,
afternoon.
yun nga, same thing. Kapag sinubstitute natin yung given ng value ng P or ng X sa lahat ng X's sa the given function, that will be the answer. Now, let's have another one. Ay, medyo naglo-loading ang ating Tutor King. Number 4, what is B of x plus S of x given that B of x is equal to 7x squared minus 5x plus 100 and S of x is equal to 20x squared plus 60x plus 200. Hello, Adana Shirolene Esquilion. Magandang hapon. Is it letter A, 27x squared plus 55x plus 300? Is it letter B, 27x squared minus 65x plus 200? Or letter C, 17x squared plus 45x plus 300? Or letter D, 17x squared minus 45x plus 300? Ano kaya ang inyong sagot? Ang kanilang sagot, Tutor King?
Ayan. Ang kanilang sagot. Wala pa sumasagot.
Wala pa. Oo.
Baka nagsosolve pa lang sila, Tutor Abhil. Ayan, habang nag-solve sila, batiin din natin si Celine L. Galope from Yusebo High School. Good afternoon.
So, ang tamang sagot natin sa number 4, Tutor King, ay letter A. That's 27x squared plus 55x plus 300. Now, let's have our review question number 5. Yes, Tutor King?
Yes. Number 5, write the polynomial function p of x whose zeros are 0, 4, and negative 6. So A, p of x is equal to 2x times the quantity of x squared minus 4x plus 6. Or baka naman B, p of x is equal to x times the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 6. O baka naman C ang sagot ninyo. P of x is equal to x squared times the quantity of x minus 2 times the quantity of x minus 1. Or baka naman letter D, which is p of x is equal to 2 times the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 6.
Ayan, may sagot si Tutor Rainier. Sabi ni Tutor Rainier, 5 po is letter B. Ngayon, batinda nga si Jacqueline Bea Pestaño at sila Kiana at Rainiel ay letter B din ang kanilang sagot para sa ating number 5. Now, let us reveal the answer. What will be the answer for review question number 5? Dennis De La Cruz, magandang hapon. What's your answer, Tutor King? The answer is?
The answer is? Ano kaya? Letter B. P of x is equal to x times the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x plus 6. Ayan.
Ang galing ni Tutor Rainier, di ba?
Yes.
Saka naman, yan na, tama daw siya. Sabi niya, hey, tama ako. Natalie Abolencia, magandang hapon din. Okay. Now, let us have our math talks. Dahil alam ko naman na talagang na-master nyo na ang ating topic last week. So for this afternoon, let's do the math talks, starting with the topic solving problems involving polynomial functions. So as to start, let us recall the general or the standard form of the polynomial function, wherein p of x is equal to a sub n, x sub n, or a sub n, x raised to the n power, plus a sub n minus 1, x raised to the n minus 1, plus a sub n minus 2 times x raised to the n minus 2, plus up to a sub 1x plus a sub 0, wherein a sub 0, a sub 1, a sub 2, up to a sub n are real numbers, and a sub n should not be equal to 0, and n is a positive integer. So yan ang mga conditions. At habang nagdinilay-nilay pa ang ating mga grade 10 learners, si Rainiel daw ay 4 out of 5. Very good, Rainiel, walang problema. Tingnan natin ang mga score din ng iba nating mga classmates sa kasama ngayon. Sulat nyo lamang yung score sa ating comment section. At wala namang problema kung hindi man natin na perfect ito. Malamang medyo nalito tayo or siyempre kulang din sa oras dahil nagmamadali tayo ngayon. Pero ganun pa man, ay alam kong na-master nyo naman ang ating discussion last week. But let us continue habang hinintay natin ang kanilang mga scores. So let us try to study each illustration. Let us answer the questions that follow. We have two illustrations on our screen. We have the figure 1 and the figure 2. Our figure 1 is a square with side 4 units long, while our figure 2, the square in figure 1 will be made into a box by folding, by folding it along the dotted lines. So ang gagawin natin sa figure 1, ano lang siya, yung plain lang siya na papel, o karton. While figure 2, yun yung gagawin na natin siyang box na talaga. Kumbaga from pakita nga natin ng konti ng concrete illustration. Kuha lang ako ng papel, Tutor King, para mas maunawaan nila yung ating figure.
Props pa talaga si Tutor Hill.
Hindi. Ito. Halimbawa, ito yung ating figure 1. So, yung figure 2 natin, ang mangyayari, lalagyan natin ng dotted lines, diba dito? So, itutupin natin para maging box. So, gawin ko lang muna nang hindi nyo pa nakikita, sorry. So, para lang inyong makuha kung bakit siya naging box. Ayan, wait lang po. At habang ginagawa ko yung box, sabi ni Tutor Rainier, ayan, congratulations daw kay Rainiel, o di ba? Katunog ang iyong pangalan. Dahil isa rin siya sa ating very good, no? Active talaga yan si Rainiel De Vera, no? Isa siya sa isang mahusay din daw na mahusay as in sa science na student or cutie of the week din ng science din. Ayan, very good Thank you so much. O yun. So, mukha ba siyang box? Pati nga direct, Rainier. Ayan. Ayan, tama. Doon natupi na siya. Ayan, ito pala yung camera ko. Ayan, magmumukha na siyang box. So, magkakaroon na siya ng dimension. Ayan, 3D. Ayan. Thank you so much po, direct. So, yun yung ating figure number 2, yung ating nagawa ng box. So, if you will notice, yung ating figure number 1, may 4 units long daw. And then yung figure number 2 naman, bakit kaya nagkaroon ng x doon, no? So, yung mga x natin, yun yung value. Dahil wala siyang fixed na, wala pa siyang value for now. Yun yung value muna ng distance or ng ating tinupi para maging box siya. So, ngayon, kaya kung mapapansin niyo, di ba, we have 4 minus 2x kasi meron tayong tinupi doon sa unahan or sa itaas at meron din tayong tinupi doon sa may ilalim, and x plus x is equal to 2x. Tapos, para makuha mo yung distance ng natira, you need to subtract yung kabuuan, which is 4 minus 2x. Now, let us try to answer the following question that is integrated with these given figures. Number 1, we need to answer what is the perimeter of the square in figure 1. So, ano nga ba yung perimeter, Tutor King? Ano nga bang pagkakaiba ng perimeter kay area daw halimbawa?
Ayan. So, yung perimeter, ito yung nasa gilid lang. Yung parang illustration natin. While yung area, it is the space yung nakapaloob. Yun yung para madali natin maintindihan.
Kabuuan, di ba?
Kabuuan.
Yan. Ang hirap mag-Tagalog ba? Ang hirap mag-Tagalog. So, yun ang pagkakaiba ng perimeter at ng area. So, sabi nga ni Tutor King, ang perimeter daw natin ay yung pinaka-distansya, which is around only, yung pinaka nasa gilid lamang po ng ating figure. While yung area naman, yung kabuuan mismo, kasama na yung dimension na nasa loob ng ating figure. So, we will be able to get what is the perimeter of the area or perimeter of the square in figure 1 and what is the area of the square in figure 1 as well. And for the third question, we are about to get the volume of the resulting box in figure 2. Ayan. So, nakita natin yung mga scores. Sabi ni Gerald Cultivo, 3 out of 5 daw siya. Si Laraya, 4 out of 5. Si Kiana, 3 out of 5. Well, that's good, di ba? Wala namang problema doon. Alam ko naman na nalito lang tayo or baka nabilisan nga sa ating time kasi syempre restricted ang ating oras sa ating online tutorial. Now, let's try to answer the first question. What is the perimeter of the square? We're in the figure 1 or a square with side of 4 units long. Kinakagat ako ng tuta ko, Tutor King. So, let us try to answer this given. So, what is the solution? So, of course, kailangan una natin gawin ay hanapin ang una nating ang formula na appropriate for our question. So, may sagot na rito si Riniel. Tingnan natin mamaya, Riniel, kung tama ba ang iyong sagot. But for us to get the perimeter, sabi nga kanina, Tutor King, this will be the distance around a certain figure. At dahil ang square ay may 4 sides at equal sides ito, the formula to be used is just simply multiply the side by 4. Okay. Ayan, ang dami ng sagot. Sila Raya, sila Tutor Rainier. Okay. So dahil 4 ang ating distance ng ating bawat side, we just simply multiply 4 times 4. And then, that is correct. The answer will be 16 units. So, si Lariniel, si Raya, si Tutor Rainier, si Gerald ay correct. So, therefore, the perimeter of the given square in figure number 1 is 16 units. Kiana, you're also correct. Very good. Now, let's have question number 2. Ayan. What is this area of the square? So, we will be using, again, the same figure. That's figure 1. We're in a square with side 4 units long. Yes, hello, Jasmine Corpus watching from Diamantina National High School, Cabanatuan East District, Cabanatuan, sorry, isa't Cabanatuan pala. It's Cabatuan, Isabela. I stand corrected for that. Wow, ang layo Magandang hapon. So, how to get this one? Ayan, may sagot na ulit si Tutor Rainier. Ang active ni Tutor Rainier. Magiging ano natin to? Math Lead Tutor of the Week. Math Lead Tutor of the Week. May ganun pala. Okay. So first, sabi ko nga, di ba, kailangan ay alam muna natin ng formula to be used according or depende po sa ating question. Since we're talking about area, it is area of the square is equal to S squared. Yung pinaka-distance ng side, kukunin mo lang ang square nun. So you will have now 4 squared and then that will be 4 times 4. Hindi to 4 times 2. Minsan may nalilito pa rin mga learners dito Akala nila yung exponent minumultiply lang banda. Or basta, I mean, ang exponent po, it corresponds to the number of times that the number should be multiplied by itself. So, yun siya. So, 4 times 4, and then, that will be, I stand corrected ulit dito, Tutor King. This should be A of S is equal to 16 squared units. So, yun po ang ating sagot dapat, A of S, or the area of the square, is equal to 16 squared units. Hello, Kirby Dayaday. Magandang hapon. Ayan, may mga sagot sila. Gerald, Ryan, Riniel, you are also correct. Very good. Now let's have our third question. What is the volume of the square? So we will be using the figure 2. The square in figure 1 will be made into a box by folding it along the dotted lines. So you will have now different dimensions. Meron tayong 4 minus 2x, meron tayong 4, at nagkaroon tayo bigla ng x. Yes, hello, good afternoon, Faith Jansen from Eusebio High School. So how to solve this one? Una ulit, yung ating formula. That is, the volume is equal to B times X. Yung ating B dyan, yan yung pinaka, ano ba yan? Yung length times height. Or, yeah, that's base times height, no? Tapos yung ating X will be the width natin. So, if you will notice, you will have now here 4 minus 2x raised to the second power times X. Okay? So, next po, you will have, expand lang natin yung binomial natin. You will have now 16 minus 16x plus 4x squared times x. So, simplify natin by performing the indicated operation. Multiply lang natin yung x sa lahat po ng ating terms sa loob ng parenthesis. You will have now 16x minus 16x squared plus 4x cubed. Yes, hello. Yanica Marie Punay, Hirsch Soriano, Abby Manalo, and John Michael De Leon. Magandang hapon. Sa lahat po ng humahabol, maraming salamat. So, dumadami tayo, Tutor King. Ayan. So, of course, para lang natin maayos to, kailangan lang natin into decreasing order from yung pinakamataas na exponent papunta sa pinakamababa exponent. Therefore, the volume of this given square will be equal to 4x cubed minus 16x squared plus 16x. Good afternoon din, John Michael De Leon, John Axel Orancia, and Angie, ay hindi, Mary Jane P. Estrera from Culiacán High School. So this will be our volume. If you have any question, mga great and learners, you can write your question on our comment pane or comment section para naman masagot namin din kayo immediately ngayong oras na ito. Nakuha po ba? And yan. So now let us try to analyze our given example. So we have used the different formulas like perimeter of the square, which is equal to 4s, area of the square, which is equal to s squared, and the volume, which is equal to bx. Alam nyo ba, mga great and learners, na ang mga formulang ginamit na ito ay example ng polynomial function? Ayan. So, doon natin papasok ngayon yung mga problems involving polynomial functions. At isa nga, na halimbawa ay yung ating binigay na problem kanina, yung ating mga figure na yon. So, batiin lang natin din si Clarinda de Guzman and Irene Alicom Dalupang from Isabela din. Ayan. So, let us try to have example number 1 for this given problem. So, a cube has a capacity of 125 cubic centimeter. What is the length of its edge? Okay, Tutor King, try nga daw natin ipaliwanag ito sa kanila.
Ayan. So, meron tayo ditong cube. Alam naman natin yung cube, di ba? Pag sinabi natin cube, parang yung Rubik's Cube, that's an example of cube. So, yung volume daw niya is 125 centimeter cube. So, what is the length of its edge? Ayan. So, ang solution natin, kung naalala ninyo yung formula for cube, yung formula for cube is V, yung formula for cube is equal to S cube, na kung saan yung S yun yung mga edges niya. Ayan. So, given na.
That's for the volume, volume of
yes,
cube,
for the
Tutor
volume
King.
of
Yes,
cube.
Apo.
Yes. Then, given na yung volume ng cube, which is 125 centimeter cube, is equal to S cube. Ayan. To get the S, ayan, kailangan nating, ayan, kailangan natin siyang i-cube root, di ba? Get the cube root of 100 centimeter, 125 centimeter cube is equal to the cube root of S cube. Ayan. So, the S or the length of its edge is 5 centimeter. Ayan, tama si Tutor Reniel G. De Jesus. Ayan. Length is equal to 5. Talagang napaka-participative talaga ni Tutor Reniel.
Di ba? Active siya today. Si
Active,
Reniel Manabat de Vera din ay tama.
Yes.
Ganon din naman sila Ryan Ninya. At batiin lang din natin sila Lindsay, sila Irish De La Rama, sila Johanna Lanusa, yung mga humabol natin. At sila, andyan din kanya si Luigi Vince Gregorio. Magandang hapon. At salamat po sa paghabol. Sila Mary Jane, tama rin sila Gerald, at sila Yanica Marie Punay. So that is correct, no? Our the edge or the length of its edge is equal to 5 centimeters. Very good. Thank you so much, Tutor King. Now let's have our example number 2. Ayun, maganda raw kasi ang topic. At mahusay daw si Tutor King. Okay, yan. Now let's have example number 2. Our example number 2 is we need to find a polynomial function which represent the volume of a rectangular prism and with zeros of 3, -3, and 1. So, solution, dahil meron tayong mga given zeros, gagawin lang natin siya, ilalagay lang natin siya, or itatransform lang natin siya into a polynomial function wherein these given zeros will become a factor. Kaya naman magiging, di ba, yung volume daw ng ating rectangular prism muna ay length times width times height. So, assuming natin, let us assume muna na ang isa sa mga points or isa sa mga zeros na to will be our length, the other one will be our width, and the other one will be our height. So, hindi natin alam kung alin dyan doon, pero ganun pa man, since we are just about to take the product, walang magiging problema sa ating result kasi i-multiply naman natin sila lahat. So, Christian Hermorgela, magandang hapon. Alexis Joy Dango, magandang hapon. Ayan, sabi ni Reniel, ayun, pinakita niyo yung formula ng length times width times height. That is correct. Now, let us try to write the given factors using the zeros. Dahil meron tayo positive 3, magkakaroon tayo ng x minus 3. Dahil meron tayong negative 3, magkakaroon tayo ng x plus 3. Since we have positive 1, we will have x minus 1. So if you will notice, no, parang nakukuha lang natin yung inverse ng sign. Kapag positive yung ating zeros, magiging subtraction ang ating operation with the given factor. Kasi nga, di ba, kapag inequal natin siya sa 0, we will just simply apply addition property of equality and then makukuha na natin itong mga factors na ito. So now, let us combine. Let us try to multiply first or get a product first of the two given binomials, which is x minus 3 and x plus 3. Under the property or yung tinatawag nating the product of the sum and difference of two same terms, we will just simply get the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. Ang ating first term ay yung x, so ang square ng x or ng first term ay x squared, while ang ating second term naman ay 3 at ang square naman ng ating 3 ay 9. Kaya nakuha natin yung x squared minus 9. And we just simply copy the quantity x minus 1. Gian de Borja, magandang hapon. Si Jean Mariel Flores and Marie Bello Gamboa, good afternoon po. Ayan, meron ng sagot si Tutoringer. Maribeth, ayun na pala, si Kim Agonay, magandang hapon. So we just simply get the product or combine ulit. Di ba yung x squared minus 9 times x minus 1. Therefore, we will have x cubed minus x squared minus 9x plus 9. Ibig sabihin po, mga grade 10 learners, ang ating polynomial function will be represented by the given volume of the rectangular prism is v of x is equal to x cubed minus x squared minus 9x plus 9. Ayan, ang ating tamang sagot. Nakuha ba, grade 10 learners? Ayan, nakuha ni Riniel. Prince Muhammad, magandang hapon. Gian de Borja, magandang hapon. Kim Agonoy, magandang hapon din. Ayan, sana nakuha ng ating mga grade 10 learners. So kahit na medyo, ayan, si Kiana nakuha din niya. Now let's have another example. This will be our last example for this afternoon bago tayo magkaroon ng math practice at math activity later. For our example number 3, a demographer predicts that the population P of a town T years from now can be modeled by the function. P of T is equal to, yung aking tuta talaga ay sumasabay. P of T is equal to 6T to the 4th power minus 5T cubed plus 200T plus 12,000. What will be the population of the town 2 years from now? Ayan. So we're about to compute ano ba ang population ng bayan 2 years from now. So tama rin ang sagot nila Ryan niya kanina at nila Gerald Coltibo. Ayan ang ating mga mahuhusay na mga math leads. Yan. Hello, Christian. Abelia, magandang hapon din. Okay, so how are we going to solve this one? Solution, the given function that model the population of the town shall be evaluated at t, which is t means the number of years is equal to 2 because we're talking about 2 years from now. Kaya yung t natin will be equal to 2. So our given polynomial function is p of t is equal to 6t to the 4th power minus 5t cubed plus 200t plus 12,000. Talaga sabay-sabay dumadaan ng mga sasakyan namin dito ngayon. Okay. So may sagot na sila Rainiel, sila Ryan niya. Let us check Napanood nyo ba to? Ay, hindi pa pala to napapalabas. Sorry. So, we just simply substitute the given value of our t, which is 2, to our given function. We will have p of 2 is equal to 6 times 2 to the 4th power minus 5 times 2 to the 3rd power plus 200 times 2 plus 12,000. Yes, good afternoon then. Aya Geschada. May sagot na rin si Tutoringer. Mga nagsusolve ba? Okay. We just simply evaluate the given. We will have now 6 times 16 minus 5 times 8 plus 200 times 2 plus 12,000. Ayan. Okay, no problem. Now let's have, ayan, may mga sagot na rin sila Kiana, Mary Jane, and Gerald. So we will have now 6 times 16 is 96, minus 5 times 8 is 40, plus 400, plus 12,000. So syempre, di ba? So solve lang natin na 96 minus 40 is 56, plus 400, that is 456, plus 12,000 will be 12,456. So therefore, in 2 years, the town will be having a population of 12,456 people. Ayan, tama po ang lahat ng mga sumagot ng 12,456. Congratulations guys, mathusay. Ayan no, talagang ano na, ayan sila Aya humabol din sa sagot. Very good. Okay, now, dahil alam ko namang nakuha nyo na mag-solve ng ating mga problems involving our polynomial functions at humabol din ng sagot si Harlequin Arizala, which is tama din ang kanyang sagot, dumako na tayo sa ating math practice with Tutor King, of course.
Ayan.
At ako na raw ang mag-share. Yes, Tutor King.
Ayan, thank you po, Tutor Abhil. So, tapos na tayo sa discussion, di ba? Talagang napagaling talagang Tutor Abhil na mag-discuss at pati ako nalinawan sa problem solving, di ba? So, dumako na tayo sa math practice to apply kung ano yung natutunan natin. Ayan, bago yan, kailangan mo natin batiin si Aya S. Gestiada and Dave Abendaño at saka si Hill Grace Tawagon. Ayan, good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Ayan, let us proceed na tayo sa problem number 1. Ayan, may humabol si Angeles Dwayne Justin. Good afternoon din sa inyo. Ayan. So we have problem number 1. The area of a rotunda is 21.98 square feet. Now, the question is, what is the length of its diameter? Ayan, meron tayong hint dito. So, yung area ng circle is equal to pi r squared. Magagamit natin yan. Then, 2r or twice the radius is equal to diameter. And the value of pi is approximately 3.14. So, yung tatlong hint na yan is magagamit talaga natin. Ayan.
Okay.
So, solution natin, ayan, given natin area of a rotunda is 21.98 square feet. And, so, we will just, ano gagawin natin dyan? We will substitute lang natin yung area ng circle, which is given na kanina. Yung rotunda pala is like a square siya. Ay, square tuloy. Circle siya. Circle figure siya. Circle figure. So, kaya yung formula is pi r squared. Then, substitute natin yung 21.98 sa area of the circle and we will have 21.98 square feet is equal to 3.14 which is our pi times r squared. Ayan. And then, after natin mag-substitute, we will now divide both side by 3.14 or the value of pi para matira lang doon sa right side is yung r squared. And the value of r squared is equal to 7. Yan na ba yung hinahanap natin? Hindi pa. Pero malapit na tayo. So, to get the r, we will put square root or kukunin natin yung mga square root nila. So, square root of 7 is equal to the square root of r squared. And then the value of r is equal to or approximately 2.64. Pero ang hinahanap natin hindi si r. Ang hinahanap natin is si diameter. So, ano nga ba yung formula natin sa diameter? Yes, diameter is twice the r or 2r. Since alam na natin kung ano yung value ng r, which is 2.64, mag-substitute lang tayo. D is equal to 2 times 2.64. And 2 times 2.64 is, ayan, 5.28. So, our diameter is 5.28 feet. O, di ba? Napakadali lang.
Ayan. So, grade and learners, huwag tayong malilito dun sa ating what is asked. Kaya nga, di ba, sinabi rin namin sa inyo sa mga quarter 1 and sa mga problem solving talaga natin ginagawa. Balikan natin yung basic step kasi minsan akala natin okay na yung sagot natin pero dahil lang hinahanap pala ay diameter, kailangan pa pala nating ituloy-tuloy sa pagkuha ng diameter. So tama si Tutor King na bakit ba kasi kailangan hanapin? May hugot pala doon, Tutor King. No? Okay. Angeles and Javan San Pedro, Justin Terenel Ragwal, magandang hapon din sa inyo. Bago tayo pumunta, bago tayo dumako pala sa ating sa ating pangalawang problem, math practice, ay wag po natin kalimutan na mag-share po sa ating DepEd, share ang ating DepEd Facebook pages, ang DepEd Educational Unit, DepEd TV, DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines para mas marami pa tayong makasamang grade and learners at hindi lang naman sa math, para po sa lahat ng mga grade levels para sa ating DepEd online tutorial ang ETUlay program at mag-join sa group ng DepEd ETUlay. Ayan. Now let's have our second problem.
Ayan.
Yes, Tutor King.
Very good sila, Rainiel Manabat, Rhea, and Yanika. Tama po ang mga sagot nila. Ayan. So, let us proceed na tayo sa problem number 2. Write the polynomial function p of x with the zeros 2 of multiplicity of 3 and negative 1. So, ang hint naman natin dito is write the zeros as factors. Ayan.
Yan na, bago ka magsimula ng ating solution, batiin ko lang, nanonood ang teacher ng, I don't know kung Culiat High School nga ba, si Ma'am SP Ventura.
Yes.
Magandang hapon po. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagsuporta at pagpopromote ng ating DepEd online tutorial, ang ETUlay, sa inyo pong mga estudyante. No po? God bless po. Sana po ma-meet namin kayo soon, di ba? Pag po okay na ang lahat. Ayan.
Yes.
So, okay, now, Joanna Revancos, magandang hapon din. So now let's have the solution, Tutor King.
Yan, solution natin. So, yung given natin kanina, zeros of 2, multiplicity of 3, and negative 1. So, yung zeros of 2 or 0, 2 of multiplicity of 3, pag sinabi kasi natin multiplicity of 3, ibig sabihin, nauulit to ng 3 beses. Or yung zeros is nauulit ng 3 beses. And yung isang 0 natin is negative 1. Then, let us put it in a polynomial equation or function. P of x is equal to quantity x minus 2 cube. Ayun, no? Kaya cube doon kasi multiplicity of 3. And the other one, which is x plus 1. Ayan. So, parang madali lang. Ayun, doon nang galing yung x minus 2 raised to the power of 3. Tapos yung, doon nang galing naman yung x plus 1. Then, after natin malagay yan, let us expand yung binomial term natin na x minus 2 quantity cube, which is, or the result is x cubed minus 6x squared minus 4x minus 8. Then after we expand that, pwede na natin siyang i-multiply sa another, tawag yan, sa x plus 1. So x cubed minus 6x squared minus 4x minus 8 times the quantity of x plus 1, and the answer is, yan, P of x is equal to x raised to the 4th power minus 5x cubed minus 10x squared minus 12x minus 8. And kung sa inyo, Tutor Abhil, 2 tayo nagwawala, sa amin, manok.
Oo, di ba? Sumasang-ayon ng manok na tama daw ang iyong sinabing solution. Okay, let us continue, Tutor King. So what will be our answer? Is this will be the final answer?
Yes, the final answer is P of x is equal to x raised to 4th power minus 5x cubed minus 10x squared minus 12x minus 8. Ayan, tama din daw, sabi ng manok namin dito.
Ayan, that is correct. Now, let's have problem number 3, Tutor King.
And problem number 3, Annie went to the grocery and bought items which cost C of x is equal to 5x raised to the 4th power plus 2x cubed plus 4x plus 18 pesos. If x is 4 pesos, how much did Annie pay? So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, we will just evaluate the polynomial function. Isa-substitute
At
lang
bago
natin
tayo
yung 4.
mag-evaluate, Tutor King, ay batiin ko lang din si Tutor Mill ng Filipino. Ayan, nandyan daw siya. Sabi niya, present daw siya watching and listening from, from Pampanga, from SEO Pampanga.
Wow. Ay,
Magandang hapon, Tutor Mill. Or baka
Magkalapit lang
nanonood
pala
po.
tayo, Tutor Neil.
Yes,
Ayan,
what will be the solution, Tutor King?
Ayan, we will just evaluate the polynomial function. Kapag nag-evaluate tayo, we will just substitute the value of x dun sa mga x's sa polynomial function. In here, the value of x is 4. So, we will just substitute 4 doon sa mga x natin, ay sa mga x sa polynomial function. Then,
Ayan.
C
Sino
of
yung mga x na yan na sinasubstitutean natin?
wala pa akong x. C of x is
Okay.
equal to 5x raised to the 4th power plus 2x cubed plus 4x plus 18. We will just substitute yung 4 doon sa mga x's, and we will have C of 4 is equal to 5 times 4 raised to the 4th power plus 2 times 4 raised to the 4 cubed
3rd power,
plus,
yes.
yes, plus 4 times 4 plus 18. Ayan. And then, kapag na-substitute natin, ayan, isolve na natin. We have C of 4 is equal to 5 times 256 plus 2 times 64. Yung 64, or yung 256, nanggaling siya sa 4 raised to the 4th power. And then yung 64 naman dyan, nanggaling siya dun sa 4 cube. And then 4 times 4 plus 18. Then, mag-times pa tayo ulit. We have C of 4 is equal to 1,280 na nanggaling sa 5 times 256 plus 128 na nanggaling sa 2 times 64 plus 16 na nanggaling dun sa 4 times 4 plus 18. And then, we will now sum them sum it up, di ba? We will now get the sum. C of 4 is now 1,442 pesos. So yung nagastos ni Annie
Okay.
is 1,442 pesos. Ayan, binabati rin natin. Good afternoon kay Wency K. Hanginon. Ayan.
Ayan, at tama rin ang sagot nila Riniel Manava Tivera, Ryan Niña at Mary Jane Estrera na sumagot ng 1,442 pesos. Ayan. Now let's have the summary. Pero ito din sinabi ko kanina mga great learners, wala ang ating tutor Ruel for this afternoon. Pero next week ay makakasama natin siya dahil meron lamang siyang mahalagang inaasikaso ngayon. Tama rin ang sagot nila Joanna Rebancos, paano ba to? Harlequin, Arizala, and Kiana Templo Nuevo. Ayan. So to sum it up, in solving word problems, it is important that we analyze the situation properly. Sabi ko nga kanina, di ba? Kailangan hanggat maaari we'll go back to the basic steps. Kasi even without writing every steps, remember to follow them thoroughly. Kung ang hinahanap natin kanina, katulad sa problem ni Tutor King, ay diameter, pero napunta ka pa lang sa radius, make sure na mapupunta tayo sa final answer, which is the diameter. And also, in evaluating polynomial function, basic skill in substitution is needed. So kung medyo nalilito na tayo sa pagsasub pa lang, medyo balikan natin ulit. Pag-aralan natin ulit or mag-review tayo kung paano nga ba nagsasub or ginagamit ang substitution method in mathematics. And of course, patience is a virtue, di ba? That you need to solve every problem with persistence and care. So, wag tayong maiinis pag di natin agad na-solve yung problem. And at the same time, sabi ko nga, dapat with care, kailangan careful. Ayan, sabi nga ni Tutor Rainier, constant practice in solving math problems will help Tutor Abhilian. Tama, practice, practice, and practice. Totoo yan, no? Kasi kahit kami naman mga teachers ninyo, kahit na sabihin mong mga math majors na kami or kung ano man major namin, talaga naman nag-aaral, nagre-review at nagpa-practice pa rin kami para masigurado namin na tama ang aming i-discuss in front of our students. So maraming salamat sa tip Tutor Rainier, at sana makuha nyo yung tip na yon mga tuties natin. Now, in order for us to end this session, let's have the quick check challenge para masabi nating tayo ay #mathtibay and for us to be a certified math talino. Now, let's have question number 1. Tutor King.
Ayan. So, ang ating question number 1, we have P of X, or we will evaluate P of X is equal to 7x squared plus 6x raised to the 4th power minus 8x raised to the 6th power plus 6x plus 11 at x is equal to 0. Ayan. So, is it A, 7? Or baka naman B, 6? Or C ang sagot ninyo, which is 8? O baka naman D, which is 11. So, we will evaluate natin yan. So, I will give you 5 seconds to answer.
Yun, oo. Dahil overtime na naman tayo ngayon, Tutor King, no? Pero siguro, parang na-miss lang ulit natin. Parang, alam mo, tagal no? Pero, di ba, parang 1 week lang. At habang hinihintay nga natin ang mga sagot nila, huwag pong kalimutan na abangan na rin po ang ETUlay sa ating DepEd TV sa IBC 13. Dahil po yung iba nating mga online tutorial sessions ay meron mga recorded sessions na ipapalabas din po sa ating IBC 13. At sa iba't ibang subject din yan from kinder to senior high school. So now, let's have our answers. The answer is?
The answer is letter D. Ayan. So,
11.
very good, Rainier. J, Harlequin, yan. Ayan, J.
Yan, Mary Jane, Joanna, and Ryan Niña.
Yes.
Harlequin. Yan. Hindi ko na rin binanggitin, no?
Ang ganda kasi ng pangalan.
Now, let's have number 2. Question number 2. If P of X is equal to X to the 4th minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 2, then P of 2 is equal to, is it letter A, 2, letter B, 8, letter C, 14, or letter D, 20? Ayan. At habang naghihintay pa rin tayo ng sagot, sila Mark Jan ay nakasagot din ng tama kanina. Yanika Amari ay tama rin. At binabati rin natin ng magandang hapon si Syra Buenviaje from Eusebio High School. Si Aya, humabol din sa kanyang kasagutan na letter D daw ang tamang sagot. What is the answer for question number 2, Tutor King?
The answer for question number 2 is letter. Ayan, kung letter B ang sagot niyo, which is 8, you got it right. Ayan, tama si Rainiel Manapat de Vera. 2 is D, very good.
Si John Rich din humabol sa sagot kanina sa number 1, which is letter D. At si Tutor Rainier ay humabol din sa letter B for our question number 2. Now, let's have our question number 3, Tutor King.
Question number 3, a grocer spent a total of a cubed plus 5a squared plus 2A plus 10 pesos in purchasing a disinfectant worth of A squared plus 2 pesos per gallon. Now, how many gallons of disinfectant was purchased by the grocer? Is it A,
Ayun.
A minus 2 gallons? Or B, A plus 2 gallons? Or letter C, A plus 5 gallons? Or baka naman letter D, A minus 5 gallons.
Ayan. So, batiin lang natin lang lahat ng mga humabol sa question number 2. Sila Ellie Pelayo, Joanna, Aya, Ryanina, Yanika, Mark, Chan, and Azina Chris. You are all correct. Sa question number 2 natin na letter B ang sagot. At si John Rich, Handayan. At mga online learners, so wag po natin kalimutan na mag-join tayo sa ating Math Challenge of the Week para makasama kayo sa bilang mga Mathlit of the Week natin. Just simply post your answer on your timeline or pwede rin naman sa ating Facebook group na ipapaliwanag ulit natin lahat ng details mamaya. So what will be the answer for question number 3, Tutor King?
The answer for question number 3 is letter C, A plus 5 gallons. Ayan.
Okay. Ay, medyo nalito sila. Letter B daw ang mga sagot nila, Riniel, no? Explain natin to kung bakit naging A plus 5, naging A plus 5, no? Ayan, may mga sagot na sila. Nakuha na nila. So, hindi na natin siguro kailangan na-explain. Pero, you just simply multiply A plus 5 plus A squared plus 2 para makuha nyo yung mismong total pesos. And if you will get that correctly, ibig sabihin ng A plus 5 is correct. That is how we going to do kapag nag-check tayo kung tama ba ang ating sagot. So, Raya, si Riniel, si Lakiana, si Aya, they are all correct. Seth Mateo, magandang hapon. Saka sa teacher niya si Ma'am Rem Vidalio. Good afternoon po. Now let's have our question number 4. The area of a square garden is represented by x is equal to the quantity 3x squared minus 9x plus 64 square feet. How long is one side? Is it A, 6x minus 8 feet? Is it letter B, 6x plus 8 feet? Is it letter C, 3x minus 4 feet? Or letter D, 3x plus 4 feet? Ayan. Si Mark dyan, si Yanika nakahabol sa sagot kanina letter C sa number 3. So what will be our answer for number 4, Tutor King?
The answer for question number 4 is letter A, 6x minus 8 feet.
Ayan. Now let's go down to our last question, Tutor King.
For our last question, what is b of x plus s of x given that b of x is equal to 7x squared minus 5x plus 100 and yung s of x naman natin is equal to 20x squared plus 60x plus 200. Ayan, so is it A, 27x squared plus 55x plus 300? Or baka naman letter B, which is 27x squared minus 65x plus 200? Or C, 17x squared plus 45x plus 300? Or baka naman letter D, 17x squared minus 45x plus 300.
Ayan. At habang inintay din natin ang sagot nila sa number 5, sila Tutor Rainier, Jean Mariel, Rainiel Manabat, Ryan Nina, Mary Jane, Kiana, Harley Kin, Joanna, Yanika, Aya ay tama sa kanilang mga sagot sa number 4. Pati sila Jan Rich. Ngayon may mga sagot na rin sila Tutor Rainier, sila Rainiel, sila Raya, Mary Jane, Mark Jan, at Kiana, at si Jean Mariel. Tama kaya kanilang sagot, Tutor King? The answer will be...
And the answer will be letter A, tama ang kanilang mga sagot. So, pinag-add lang natin yung dalawang polynomial function.
And wait, take note kapag nag-add tayo ng mga polynomial functions and kapag may mga variables, we always just simply combine like terms. Kung square yung parehas na exponent nila, we can combine them. Pero kapag hindi square yung parehas na exponent at variable nila, hindi natin pwedeng pagsamahin as is lang sila na magiging ganon ang ating sagot. 5/5 daw si Tutor Rainier. Congratulations, Tutor Rainier. Very good. Isa ka talagang Mathlit of the Week this week, James Batuelo, magandang hapon din. And of course, para sa Math Challenge of the Week natin, ayan na, masyado ako na-excite. Ang ating Math Challenge of the Week, Tutor King ay...
Ayan. So, ang Math Challenge for the week natin is, ito yung question. The cost, C, in pesos of removing X% of pollutants from swimming pool in rational resort is given by the function C of x is equal to 50x squared minus 100x plus 45,000. Then, how much would it cost the resort to remove 50% of pollutants? Ayan. Sa pagsagot na natin. Sige po.
Yes, sige na, okay lang, Tutor King. Tuloy.
Sa pagsagot ng ating Math Challenge of the Week, ayan, huwag ninyong kakalimutan or i-post ninyo ito sa inyong Facebook timeline or pwede din sa ating group. And don't forget to use hashtag ETUlay Math Challenge, hashtag Tutor Uphill, and hashtag TutorWell, at saka hashtag Tutor King.
Ayan. So nga pala, sa mga hindi pa po nag-join sa ating Facebook group, do not forget to search lang yung DepEd ETUlay at palaganapin natin ang misyon at advokasya na may hatid ang edukasyon sa bawat tahanan ng kabataang Pilipino sa pamamagitan po ng pag-share ng ating group na DepEd ETUlay Facebook group. At sa lahat po naman nakakuha ng 5 out of 5. Congratulations. Sa mga hindi naman, okay lang po yan dahil by next time ay alam ko nang mape-perfect nyo na ang ating mga activities. Lucky si Jay Kalimag, magandang hapon, nakahabol din siya. So before we end this hour session this afternoon, huwag pong kalimutan na tutukan ng Grade 10 Mathematics. Dito lamang yan sa ating DepEd Online Tutorial ETUlay, sa DepEd Educational Unit, DepEd tayo sa Facebook pages, DepEd Philippines Educational Technology Unit at DepEd TV Official para sa ating YouTube channel. At makakasama nyo nga dito ang inyong Tutor of Hill from SDO Bataan, Tutor Well from SDO Camarines Sur, at
ako, syempre, Tutor King from SDO Tarlac Province.
At para sa inyong mga feedback yan and comment suggestions, you can email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph or simply scan the QR code or simply type tinyurl.com /ETUlay feedback form. Ayan. Maraming salamat ulit sa lahat ng mga nakasama natin this afternoon at sa ating mga math leads, so sa ating mga grade 10 learners sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Muli po ako yung Tutor of Hill from SDO Bataan.
And I'm Tutor King from SDO Tarlac Province.
Kaya naman magkita-kita tayo ulit next week para sa Mathalino Day Friday at abangan po ang mga Mathalino Day Monday din sa IBC 13. Standby lang po tayo, susunod na ang ALS at Senior High School Tutors. Paalam!
Ang husay naman. Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!